Greetings, fellow gorehounds, and welcome to my final entry in the Slumber Party saga. And in case you haven't figured out the very obvious pattern already, this week's film was also brought to us by a woman. Slumber Party Massacre III. It's driller time, and this bit's for you. You know, I'm a connoisseur of bad puns and all, but I don't know about this one. But at least Joe Bob approves, though. Anywho, Slumber Party Massacre III, also known as Stab in the Dark, was directed by one Sally Madison, the woman who also directed such undisputed classics as... Well, she produced some stuff at least. Yeah, there's really not too much of a backstory for this one. Basically, Roger Corman wanted to make another Slumber Party film and hired one of his female producers to direct it. Bada bing, bada boom, they slapped some sets together, and then we got a movie. And so without further ado, men, protect your crotches, and ladies, ready your harpoons. Cause this week's creep-centered conclusion is none other than Slumber Party Massacre III. And yes, my friends, this film's drill will no doubt pierce the heavens. Oh no, Slumber Party title sequences! Why are you doing this to me? First you slap this shit down and expect me to get all excited, then you shove this beauty in my face and tell me everything's gonna be okay, and now you follow that up with this? Movie, I just can't take this kind of abuse anymore. I guess what I'm trying to say is, movie, we need to see other franchises. No, it's not you, honest. It's me. I've found someone else. Oh, Gamera franchise. Our love is just so much more pure. Wait, something seems off here. Oh, I see. This film's shot in full screen. But why would they do that? Unless... Oh God. Oh no. Oh jeez. This is another direct-to-video threequel again, isn't it? Well, this review's going well so far. Time to go shove my dick in a wall socket to ease the oncoming pain. So, immediately after the jarring realization that we just threw on the Slumber Party equivalent of Pumpkinhead 2, we're then introduced to our protagonist Jackie and her best friend Diane, as they're stalked by the world's funniest home creeper.
Duncan, why don't you just keep score? I want to lay back anyway.
Okay.
Oh shit, the Soul Taker's invading this film! Quick girls, run before you get caught in the pull of Rob Zadar's chin! Meanwhile, one of Jackie's friends, Juliet, hits on this Ken doll-looking motherfucker named, well, Ken of all damn things.
For your information, that was Ken Whitehouse of former water polo fame.
His name's Ken Whitehouse, and he plays water polo. Seriously, this dude couldn't be more yuppie if he was driving a BMW while drinking a low-fat, sugar-free chai latte with a dash of cream. Next week on Baywatch, the case of the disappearing jean shorts. Oh wait, no, looks like they're back again. Nope, they're gone. In all seriousness though, the three dudes playing volleyball are Michael, Frank, and Tom, but I'll go more into them as the review goes on. For now, let's check in with Jackie's last teenage friend, Sarah, who's about to partake in the worst teen driving PSA I have ever seen. Don't you just hate those backseat drillers? Following the film's first big kill, the oblivious teenagers carpool away from the beach, and I can't help but feel I should get Ben Savage on the line, because I sense a copyright strike coming on. When the spawn meets world. And after dropping everyone off, Frank and Jackie stop in front of Jackie's place for some teenage dreamin'.
So you like me?
Yes, I like you.
Oh wow, the actors got good chemistry, their exchange feels honest, and I'm legitimately invested in seeing them make it out alive. Are we sure this is a slumber party flick? Yep, looks like that for sale sign here has attracted a perverted neighbor, not unlike Mr. Content from the first film. So I guess this is a Smassacre film after all.
Morgan, what are you doing in the house?
Hi, name's Herring, first name Red. Nice to creep you.
I looked. Already.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
I would like to, Jeff my Goldblum on, your chest.
Shortly after Creeper number 2 leaves, the ladies arrive and the slumber party commences in record time.
Well, he's really nice and really handsome. He has dark eyes. Oh God, I just love older men.
Oh my god, I totally believe those words were coming out of her mouth. By the way, Elvira here is Maria, the Sarah Silverman lookalike is Susie, and the blonde with the sideways ponytail is Janine, who happens to be played by Hope Marie Carlton, or as she's more commonly known, Miss July 1985. And yes, my fellow gorehounds, that makes it 2 Slumber Party films in a row, with a Playboy playmate in the cast who tragically does not participate in the nudity. You know, I'm starting to get the impression that the Slumber Party franchise has a very skewed view on what actually takes place at slumber parties.
Oh, son of a bitch! Yes! Yes!
Anyway, as the girls get their naked groove on, the boys arrive to crash the party in the most glorious way possible. The best part is, I can't even tell if Tom is wearing a Freddy Krueger mask or if he's 10 seconds away from humping Jackie's trash can. But I guess it doesn't really matter because either way they end up in the doghouse, which is why they send Michael to make peace with the girls while Tom and Frank pick up some party favors.
Hey, let's order a pizza.
Oh, just what my thighs need.
Mine too. Oh yeah. Burn them calories. I don't know, guys. I'm having serious doubts whether Bruno Mars is gonna make it. Well, I guess he's not locked out of heaven anymore.
Michael, don't you dare try any more of your stupid tricks!
Oh, man!
Oh, great. A blonde Mo Howard's crashed the party by bribing the pizza girl out of her clothes. And if I sound less than enthused by this development, I assure you, it's because this guy's really fucking annoying.
Ta-da!
Duncan!
Maria!
Look, I don't care who he is or why he's holding that pizza. All I know is I want Quasi-Frodo dead. Oh shit, it looks like the pizza girls walked onto the set of The Purge 2. Quick girl, get out of there before Hollywood Undead over here drills you to the pavement. Roadkill. So Diane grills Jackie on her relationship with Frank, but their conversation is interrupted by a noise outside, which they assume was caused by Michael trying to play a prank on them, because at this point they don't know that he is dead yet, so they take it upon themselves to turn the metaphorical tide upon their deceased friend. Okay, movie, that was actually pretty funny. But wait, it turns out the weirdo was merely returning an address book that Jackie accidentally left on the beach. But this revelation does not stop the girls from calling the police because, well, why the fuck wouldn't he knock on the front door instead of sneaking around the back? Which is a completely valid question, by the by. Also, I'm not a psychologist or nothing, but I think this movie's sending some pretty fucked up subliminal messages here.
So, did you know this guy?
Yeah, he was here before I transferred. Supposed to be kind of,
Creaming Jiminy Cricket, man, that's no reason to kill yourself.
Remember this exchange, my friends, because it will be important later on. Anyway, Tom and Frank return with their party favors just as Ken arrives to woo Juliet into bed, but not before the film cuts back to the weirdo outside, who appears utterly incapable of taking the damn hint. Hey, guy, sorry to break it to you, but, she's just not that into you. Jeez, it's almost as if this movie wants us to think he's the killer.
Oh, Slumber Party franchise, you really are the masters of subtlety.
But enough of that, fucko, because there's a sex scene taking place. Oh yeah, get your groove on, complete with a complimentary boob stand-in and some very sloppy snogging.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this movie just invented the chin job.
But oh no, it turns out Ken's got a problem with his plumbing, which almost spoils the whole damn mood. But don't worry, dear viewers, because as it turns out, Juliet is nothing if not resourceful.
There's other ways to make me happy.
Yes, now put on these bunny ears and start quacking like a duck.
Meanwhile, Janine eavesdrops on our happy couple and then immediately heads down to inform the others that the metaphorical ship has landed, when suddenly I start to notice something lingering in the background. Oh my, what's this? Either this house is haunted or someone on set done goofed, and I have a sinking suspicion it was producer Catherine Siren, though don't you dare quote me on that. She might be listening.
Oh, shit.
Get something to clean it up.
You know, I'd make fun of this bit right here, but in truth, it's actually the only scene in the whole franchise accurately depicting something that might happen at a slumber party.
Back upstairs, Juliet and Ken finish fornicating, after which Juliet goes to take a soothing bubble bath, but not before finding a dildo in the bathroom. Actually, did I say dildo? Because what I really meant was don't.
For never was a tale of more woe than this of Juliet and her dildo.
Naturally, everyone goes apeshit upon the discovery of Juliet's corpse, but they still have the wherewithal to call the police, who for some reason dismiss their call as a mere prank. Probably because they're fucking dicks. Which leads to Ken revealing that he has an uncle on the force whom they can't call because plot contrivance. So Ken hatches a plan to run to his uncle's place with Tom in tow.
Man, this film got really horny all of a sudden.
Oh hey, talk about some obvious foreshadowing. And by that I mean their shadows are right in front of them. And what's also right in front of them is an abandoned garage, which they detour into so as to grab more effective weaponry, but it turns out Ken's got alternative motives.
That's right, Ken was the killer the whole time, and this is a revelation that I actually like quite a lot, and here's why.
Basically, what the movie's done here is play with the audience's own biases. It presented us three traditionally creepy archetypes oogling the girls in much the same way the killer did in the first film, and then revealed the actual killer to be the charming nice guy no one would suspect. Granted, this is handled in such a heavy-handed fashion that these three might as well have had red herring written in bright red on their foreheads, but still, I appreciate the effort. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, that's right. Ken was about to go Patrick Bateman to Tom's Paul Allen.
Well, let's face it, he was not gonna get a leg up in this world anyhow.
While Tom says his final goodbyes to his beloved Achilles tendons, Jackie and friends make sure the house is all locked up, but they soon realize they've forgotten one extremely vital room. Hey, guys, have you seen the movie Don't Go in the Basement, mayhaps? Because I think there's an integral message there that might be applicable here.
Did you see a sign out in front of my house that said dead creeper storage? No? You know why you didn't see that sign? 'Cause it ain't there. 'Cause storing dead creepers ain't my fucking business, that's why.
Meanwhile, Ken enters his creepy as fuck van parked right outside Jackie's house, the interior of which begs the question, did he light all those candles before he drove over? Because I'm pretty sure that's a fire hazard, and I so expect my driller killers to be environmentally conscientious.
Now remember that conversation earlier between the two cops, the one about the officer who shot himself? Well...
Uncle, this is for you.
Yes, it's true, it was Ken's uncle who shot himself the whole time. And this is of vital importance because, as it turns out, Ken's uncle shot himself because he couldn't handle the guilt of molesting Ken.
Holy shit, do you know what this means? Slumber Party Massacre III is a slasher movie, yes, but more importantly, it's a slasher movie about the cycle of abuse. Let me explain.
In the past, Ken's uncle abused him, and in the present, Ken's grown up to abuse these girls, in much the same way he was abused, though slightly twisted by his rage at having been abused. He's lashing out at the world he feels wronged him, but by doing so, he's just wronging others in the exact same way he was.
And so the abusee has now become the abuser, which is not exactly the kind of emotional depth I would have expected from a direct-to-video sequel, that's for damn sure.
But enough of that brief analysis, because the final act is about to kick off with the moment we've all been waiting for. Or at least, the moment I've been waiting for anyway. Oh man, it's so beautiful it almost brings a tear to my eye. But unfortunately, that glorious moment comes to an abrupt end and it becomes Frank's turn to drop dead. Which is really unfortunate because I had actually grown to like Frank, but oh well. Bye, Frank. After that, no one stands in the way of Ken and the girls except for the girls themselves, who all try to escape out the back door, but Ken took precautions. Though if you're wondering why the girls don't just smash the glass with a chair or something, well, your guess is as good as mine. Oh wow, that drill must be magic, because it caused a wound to form before it even touched her. I guess that's what they mean when they say power tools, huh? Anyway, after Diane gets jabbed, Ken plays Scooby-Doo with the girls by chasing them throughout the house and cornering each of them until another arrives and shatters something over his head.
Seriously, this happens a lot, and I actually dig that it does.
Because even more so than the previous films, Slumber Party Massacre III really stresses the idea of sisterhood and sticking together during its final act. And in that way, it's actually quite uplifting. Well, at least until Janine commits suicide by jumping through the glass door anyway. No, Janine, don't do that. Now you've really turned him on.
Can't get me out!
I can't even tell if he's yelling obscenities or if he's trying to shit out the Tasmanian devil.
After a few more violent encounters, including one where Ken makes Michael Myers look like a fucking wussy. Oh man! 3 of the girls try to escape out the basement window when Ken corners them and...
Oh, right in the Moby Dick.
Actually, the arrow just penetrated his thigh, but the scene's symbolic intention remains pretty fucking obvious. But enough about that, because the girls discover the glass door's now wide open. But because of Ken's impromptu barricading, escape proves less than easy. Thankfully, though, Susie brought a bucket of bleach on hand.
I don't want to play this game anymore.
What game? Hide and go drill yourself?
So Ken flails wildly upon losing his sight and slashes Maria right across her back, and oh geez, we finally reached this scene, haven't we? Oh man, where do I even begin?
Now this right here is going to require a bit of backstory. Back when the movie was first put together, it came in way too short, so additional material was shot in order to stretch it to feature length.
And one of the scenes added was an extension of Maria's existing death scene. Originally, Ken slashed her, she went down, and then bam, death by drill bit, but the reshoot created a new scenario, in which after he slashes her, she now bargains for her life, allowing Ken to have his way with her body in order to buy some time. But unfortunately, he can't get it up, which causes him to flip out and kill her anyway, in a much more brutal fashion.
The new scene is incredibly hard to watch, so much so the director has gone on record as saying she regrets ever shooting it. But I respectfully disagree because this scene is the one scene that has stuck with me all these years. Why? Because it's the most honest.
This scene doesn't sugarcoat a goddamn thing. Its message is perfectly clear. Rape is awful, rape is disgusting, and don't you ever fucking forget it. And yeah, the other movies express this idea as well, but this scene right here is that message distilled to its most purest form.
And that's why it's my favorite scene in the whole movie, even though it fucks my shit up every time I see it.
So anyway, after Maria's death, Ken sets his sights on the one they call Susie.
A little heavy-footed there, huh?
Hey now, no need to call her fat. That's just rude.
Ken then chases Susie into the living room where the girls finally beat him into submission. Oh yeah, girls, fuck that motherfucker up. But unfortunately, an argument over whether to kill him allows Ken the proper time to get back up. Make no mistake, my friends, it may sound like he's killing Diane, but he's actually just stabbing the shit out of the carpet. Fuck you, carpet, and your pizza stains too. But don't worry, my dear viewers, because Jackie turns the phallus upon its master just in the nick of time. Drillatrated.
And that, in all its gory glory, was Slumber Party Massacre III, and holy fuck, I think I actually love this movie.
Now that's not to say this movie quite reaches the awesome levels of the first one, but it's definitely a fitting conclusion to the franchise as a whole. I especially appreciate the film's deliberate tone shift, starting off as goofy fun and then evolving into a horrific character study that has far more in common with something like Maniac than a Slumber Party film. Not that it's as good a movie as Maniac, fuck no, but I like how well it fucks with the audience's expectations. You honestly think you're about to watch something chill and funny, but the movie twists you up and spits you out instead. It's fucking great! But with all that being said, this film has the many hallmarks of a rushed direct-to-video production. From the so-so acting, to the painfully obvious continuity errors, to the shit-tastic video quality. Also, I found myself questioning the actions of the characters way more than I did in the first two films, which is saying a lot because part 2 was full of morons.
Still though, I had a blast with this one, and I recommend it to both fans of the franchise as well as anyone who thought the first two were way too silly. Now if you excuse me, I got a few more calories to burn before my next video. Oh yeah, cheesercise.
Oh no. I melted it.
Shine a light in your window tonight. Let me know everything's alright.
How's that feel, man?
Beautiful. Thank you, my fellow gorehounds, for tuning in for yet another exciting episode of Blood Splattered Cinema. As per usual, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if you want to see some content not available on my YouTube page, be sure to check out my website at www.bloodsplatteredcinema.com. And be sure to check out my official Blood Splattered Cinema Facebook page, as well as follow me on Twitter at The Horror Guru. Anyway, that's all I got this week, so, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go wash these pizza stains out of my jeans. Peace out, and I'll catch y'all later.